Okay, let me start. So in the last class, we were discussing about that unit 2, that is state space analysis of control system. And in that we have went through the state space analysis. What are the definition of a state variable analysis? So again, we went through the what is the use of state space variable analysis. Okay, so we went through the advantage. What are the advantage of state variable analysis over the conventional reduction technique like block diagram reduction technique and that signal flow graph. So we went through the definition, some definition like a state variable, state vector, state space. Okay, and we went through the state variable models also. So how model can be determined and how it is utilized to have a computer simulation or computer solution which can be used in the analysis, which can be used for the analysis purpose. Okay, so we went through the block diagram of a state equation or the state model. So we have taken a state equation, and for that state equation, we went through the block diagram, how block diagram can be implemented, or if we have a block diagram, how using the block diagram we can implement the state equation. Okay, so this is the block diagram for state equation or state model, and using that block diagram we have written the state equation, the output equation. Okay, so this is the output equation, this is the state equation. This is widely used in the problem, and we have seen that this A is called a state matrix of size n cross n, and B is called input matrix, which is associated with the input, and A is associated with the state vector. Okay, again C is basically the output matrix, and D is the direct transmission matrix, because if we take C as a 0, so we can see directly output is connected to the input. So out Y is equal to du. So basically D is the direct transmission matrix, that is from input to the output. Okay, so here in the block diagram you can also see this D is basically associated with, directly connected with the input to the output, and in between we have a block which is called D. So we have also went through the integral function, why integral function is used. So we have taken x dot of t, and if we integrate this x dot of t, we will get x of t. So we have x of t, and we simply represented in a x dot of t here. You can take output of this summing point, which is called x dot of t. Okay. So this is the state equation, and this is the output equation. Okay. Now we were trying to see we have taken a simple electrical network which is having RLC component, and we have assumed that there is a no initial voltage and no initial current, which is because of the storing element which is used. So we have two storing element L and C which is used. So we can say we have a two state variables, that is basically VC and IL. Okay, that is the two state element, two state vector. So initially that was discharged, capacitor was initially discharged, and inductor was also not considering. Okay, so using the KVL equation, we have went through the equation, and that equation we have written. So IR, the current which is moving inside this is basically the IL is the current of the inductor, and IL is also moving inside this circuit. So we have written the equation using the KVL. So that will be IL into R plus LdIL by dt plus VC is equal to 0. Okay. Now we have a current which is IL. So IL is same as IC, and IC can be written in terms of VC as C is equal to dVC by dt. So using these two equations, rearrange these two equations, and simply rearrange this equation so that we'll get one side dIL by dt and one side dVC by dt. And using that equation, we have found these two equations, and these two equations can be rewritten in the form of. So we have went through these two equations, and we have formed the equation in terms of this. So we have written these two equation in a matrix form. So this matrix form is written dIL by dt and dvc by dt, which is equal to minus r by l minus 1 by l 1 by c 0 and IL bc. If you multiply these two matrices, you will get this equation dIL by dt and dvc by dt. Okay, so simply you can represent dIL by dt as IL dot. This is the representation. Okay, so differential function d by dt we have dx by dt, so we can write as a x dot. Okay, so this is basically a differential function. One dot means one differential. Like if we have d square by dt square, we will write double dot. Okay, so simply it is a representation. So we have represented in the form of IL dot and VC dot. Okay, so this is the equation which is in the form of x dot of t is equal to ax of t, where x dot is equal to this matrix and a is equal to this matrix and x is equal to this matrix. You can see here we have x of t, and this is basically x equation. Same x dot of t means differentiation of this will be there. Okay, so that will be in the form of a state equation. So we have a state equation this one, and we have an output equation this one. So output equation here, there is no output, so that's why we have not represented an output equation. If we have an output, we can go through this. Okay, and we have seen that here we have a two energy storage element, that is inductor and capacitor. That's why it is written as a two state vector. Okay, so two state vector x1 and x2, which is represented here. So this was also a representation basically in a matrix form, how we can represent and how what should be the dimension. So basically x dot x1 dot x2 dot x3 dot xn dot. So xn dot basically it is represented, it is n cross n cross 1 matrix. So basically it is x dot is represented like this. Okay, a can be represented like this and x can be represented like this, x1 to n. Okay, so this is the dimension of n cross n, and this is the dimension of n cross 1. So if you multiply these two, we'll get n cross 1 matrix. Okay, so using the matrix multiplication, so this n should match. Okay, so ये match करना चाहिए. Okay, so we'll get after multiplication row to vector, row to column multiplication, we'll get n cross 1 matrix. Similarly, we have B, and we have basically this was U1 and U2 and UR. Okay, so this is R cross 1 matrix. So if you should see here, this R and R is matched. Okay, so that's why we can see n cross 1 matrix also will get. So same one, and the second term multiplication will be again that should be n cross 1. Similarly, we have an output equation that was a state equation. This is the output equation, y of t is equal to cx of t plus du of t. So we know x dimension is basically x1 to xn. So this is xn, this is n, this is n. Okay, and y1 to ym, we have the m number of output elements, so that's why it is written as m cross 1. So this is basically our representation, and every book follows this representation only. So this is y1 to ym, and we have taken C matrix, that is C11, C12, C1n to Cmn. Okay, and we have x. So you can see here this n and n is matched. So if you multiply these two matrices, we'll get overall will be m cross 1. Okay, similarly you can apply, you can to, okay, u3 dot 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 ur. Okay, so this is basically r cross 1 matrix. So similarly this should be your m cross r. Okay, so you can write here d11 d12 dot 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 d1r. Okay, similarly d21 and d22. Okay, d2r. Okay, similarly you can see this one will be dmr. Okay, dm1, and last May you will get DMR. Okay, so this is the matrix which you will get. Okay, now we have went through the problem basically which is given for the nth order differential equation which is given, and we want to represent in a state equation, and the output equation. So we want to represent this in a state equation. So we have a state equation format like this. We have x dot is equal to ax of t plus b of t. So we want to have this differential equation in the form of this this state equation. Okay, so we have the differential equation which is given as a third order differential equation. So I told you that you can go through the third order differential equation. Why this is third order? Because highest power is 3. So if the highest power in the equation, in the differential equation, the highest power is 3, so that will be third order differential equation. If the highest power is n, that will be nth order differential equation. That can be rearranged if that is not in a proper order, in a decreasing order of power. If not, you can rearrange equation. Okay. So here already in a decreasing order of power, so no need to rearrange. Okay. So this is given as a 8u of t. That is the equation which is given here. So you can see I have written this dqy by dt cube plus 6d square y by dt square plus 11 dy by dt plus tan y is equal to 8u of t. This is the simple problem which is taken here, and where y is equal to output and u is equal to input, which is given in the problem. Okay. Then we want to find SSR of the system. Okay. So SSR means state space representation of the system. So what is mean by state space representation? So that means we need to find the state equation, the output equation. Okay. So we're trying to find a state equation and output equation using this differential equation. So we have the differential equation. So we will try to write in a simple dot. We will simply replace d by dt as a dot. So we have simply represented here y triple dot. Okay, so this is basically y triple dot plus 6 y double dot plus 11 y dot. Okay, so you can see here y triple dot plus 6 y double dot plus 11 y dot plus 10 y, which is equal to 8u or 8ut. Okay, that is from equation number 1, which is equation number 1 in the problem which is given here. Okay. Now we will try to assume the state variable, and we will take an assumption that x1, which is called y. Okay, that is a simple representation. We have taken an assumption because in the problem it is not given as a what is the state variable. Okay, so it is not given, so we have just assumed. It is given only that we have an output and we have an input, and this is the differential equation. So we have to assume that what are the state variable in the system. So for time being, just you assume that this is, we have taken an assumption that x1 equal to y, and up to what term we will assume. Okay, so the highest order you just eliminate and accept that highest order, whatever the things are there. The suppose you have an nth order differential equation, you take n minus 1 till n minus 1, you assume. So n minus 1 order means you have n is equal to 3. So for the second order, you just up to the second order you just assume. So we have x1 is equal to y. We have assumed that x2 is equal to y dot, x3 is equal to y double dot. Okay. So just this is the assumption. These are the assumption which is taken here. Okay. So this is just assumption. We have selected the state variable. This is selection, or this is the assumption. So if we have x1 is equal to y and x2 is equal to y dot and x3 is equal to y double dot, so I'll simply replace here. Okay, so whatever the things which is given here, we will just replace. So you can see here, if we have x1 is equal to y, we can simply write x1 dot is equal to y dot. Can we write? Yes, we can write x1 dot. If you differentiate this equation number 2, x1 is equal to y, just differentiate both sides, you will get x1 dot dx by dx1 by dt, which is equal to dy by dt. So that can be written as this can be differentiated both sides, so this can be written as dx1 by dt, which is equal to dy by dt. I have just differentiated both sides, so this can be replaced as a x1 dot is equal to y dot. And already we know y dot is equal to x2, so simply we will replace x1 dot is equal to y dot, which is replaced as x2. So that means we have x1 dot is equal to x2. What is mean by x1 dot is equal to x2? That is equation number 3, which is taken. So this is assumption. This is assumption or selection. You can say selection. Okay. So this is assumption or selection, and from this assumption we are trying to find x1 dot, x2 dot, and x3 dot. Okay. So what should be x2 dot? So x2 dot, you can see if you differentiate this x2 or this x2 only, if you differentiate x2, so what will happen? We have x2 is equal to y dot, x2 is equal to y dot. So if you differentiate both sides, this will become d by dt, and this is also d by dt. So what will happen? This will give you x2 dot, which is equal to y double dot. So that is nothing but x2 dot is equal to y double dot. What is y double dot? Y double dot is equal to x3. So just I have replaced x3. Okay. So that means we got 3 equations. That is x1 dot is equal to y. Sorry, x1 dot is equal to x2. X1 dot is equal to x2, and x2 dot is equal to x3. Okay, so that is the thing we got. Okay, now what's about x3 dot? So we have x3 is equal to y double dot. If we differentiate both sides, we get x3 dot is equal to y triple dot. So x3 is dot is equal to y triple dot. This is, you take equation number 5 or equation number 4a. Okay, because 5 is taken, so equation number 4a. So what is got, x3 dot is equal to y triple dot. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, so now I'll try to replace this is the differential equation from equation number 1. So this equation can be rewritten, okay, by substituting all these assumption. So what is y triple dot? Y triple dot is nothing but x3 dot. So x3 dot we found out. Okay, see, first you see this one. Okay, then next I'll tell you. Okay, so x3 dot is equal to this, but this one, and 6 is same constant which is written here. And what is y double dot? Y double dot is nothing but x3. So y double dot is nothing but x3. I have written here. Again, y dot is equal to x2. That is written here, x2 11 x2, and plus 10 x1. Y is equal to x1. So that's why it is written as a 10 x1, which is equal to 8 u of t. So if you take x3 dot one side and take all the terms this side, and starting from x1 x2 x3, so that it will be easy for us to write in a matrix form. So I have written minus 10 minus 11 minus 6 plus 8 u of t, because plus sign is 8 u of t is this side only, and all these will be negative because we are taking this to these to this side. Okay, right hand side. So this is the equation we got. Now you will have a doubt, sir, why we have not taken x2 y double dot? Y double dot is a x2 dot. Why we have not taken x2 dot? Why we have not taken y dot is equal to x1 dot? Why we have not taken? See, what we are trying to do, we got x1 dot x2 dot in terms of x1 x2 x3 we got, but x3 dot we got in terms of y. We want to replace this y, so we will replace with the x1 x2 and x3. So that's why we have replaced with the x1 x2 and x3. Okay, that's why we have replaced. Okay, see why we are trying to do, because we want to find x dot is equal to ax of t plus bu of t. So x dot should be in terms of a x of t. In terms of x of t, we are trying to find in terms of x of t and u of t. So although we got x1 dot, we have three variable, three state variable. So we have x1 x2 x3. So that's why we have till x3 dot. Okay, so we got x1 dot in terms of x1 x2 x3, x2 dot in terms of x2 x3 x3, x1 x2 x3, but x3 dot we got in terms of y triple dot. So in terms of y, we don't want, we want x1 x2 x3. So that's why we have written this in terms of x1 x2 x3. So now just take this equation, and this equation, and put it into the matrix. So what will happen? We'll have x1 dot, and we have a matrix. We just replace with this. So what is x1 dot? X1 dot is equal to x2. So that means we have x1 x2 x3 here. So if you multiply this row with this column, what will happen? You will get only x2 and this sign. Okay, this u of t, 0 into u of t will get 0. So this equation is written here. Okay, now for x2 dot we have x3 term, so that's why we have written as a 0 0 1. Okay, so this will be multiplied with this matrix, so we'll get x1 into 0 0, x2 into 0 0, and x3 into this one 1 in which is equal to x3. Okay, and again u of t we don't have, so 0 into u of t will get 0. Okay, so we have simply represented. Now we have x3 dot. What is the equation for x3 dot? Minus 10 x1 minus 11 minus 6 plus 8 u of t. So that's why we have written minus 10 minus 11 minus 6. Okay, so minus 10 x1 minus 11 x2 minus 6 x3 plus 8 u of t. Okay, so that is the matrix representation. Now you can simply say, sir, this is a and this is x, this is b and this is u. Okay, and this is basically x dot. So this is the representation, state equation representation. Okay, state equation. I hope this is clear. Now we will try to find the output equation. Okay, because we want to find SSR of the system, state space representation. So one representation we have found out. The second representation we are trying to find. So what is the second representation? Second representation says we want to find in terms of y is equal to c x of t plus y of t is equal to cx of t plus du of t. So what is that? We have y of t is what? Y is equal to, simply we have x1. So it is very simple. Y in terms of x1, x2, x3 and u we are trying to find. So we have already y is equal to x1. So that means we can write y in a matrix form. We can write as a, we have x1, x2, x3. So if we want to have and plus du of t, okay, u of t. So u of t we have, okay. So what will happen? We are trying to find. So this will be simply what will happen? This will be simply one equation, single y will have only one equation. So simply it is written as a 0. Okay, so only 0 into u of t will be 0. What will happen? We have a x1, x2, x3 in the column. So this should have a row. Okay, because this dimension should be 1 cross 1. So that's why, and u of t is, of course, we have 1 cross 1 matrix. So 1 cross 1, this is also 1 cross 1. So this is 3 cross 1. So this should be a square matrix of 3 cross, sorry, this is 1 cross 3, na? Okay, sorry, 3 cross 1. So if you want this as a 1 cross 1, so this should be 1 cross 3. So this should be only row matrix. So what will happen? We want only x1. So this should be 1, 0, 0. What will happen if you multiply these two? This row will multiply this column. So x1 into 1, which is equal to x1, x2 into 0, 0, x3 into 0, 0, and 0 u of t. So we'll get 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, x1, x2, x3 plus 0 u of t. So what will happen? This is called c, and this is called basically x. Okay, this is x and this is u. Okay, so this is what which is represented here. You can see here. Okay, I hope you understand. You understood all these things. Okay, I hope this is clear. We'll take one more problem to understand more for this type of problem. So we have taken one system which is described by the following differential equation. Okay, which is represented by a state space. So which is represented represent the system in a state space. So SSR we want to find. SSR state space representation we are trying to find. So we have differential equation dqx by dt square plus 3 d square x by dt square plus 4 dx by dt plus 4x, which is equal to u1t plus 3u of t plus 4 u3 of t. Okay, so that is the thing which is given, and y1 y2 equation which is given here. Okay, I hope this is clear. Is it clear? The problem is clear now? Okay. Am I audible now? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Any doubt? Till now, any doubt? Till now, any doubt? Okay, no doubt. So now we will try to discuss this problem. Okay. So we have considered so this term we have considered a state variable as x equal to x2. We have x equal to x1, and we have assumption that x equal to x1 means x equal to x1. We have assumption. So what should be x1 dot? X1 dot is equal to x dot, and which is equal to x2. That is an assumption, x2, and simply x2 dot is equal to x double dot, x2 dot is equal to x double dot, and which is equal to x3. Okay, that is an assumption. If you differentiate x2, so x2 dot is equal to x double dot, which is equal to x3 assumption. Again, if you differentiate x3, so x3 dot is equal to x double dot, and x triple dot will get x triple dot. So that is represented here. So just write this equation again, and you just represent in a dot terms. So this is x3 dot plus 3x3, okay, x3. Why x3? Because again I'll write one more equation here. Okay, so this can be represented as x triple dot plus 3x double dot plus 4x dot plus 4x, okay, which is equal to u1 plus 3u2 plus u3. Okay, that is the representation. If you want to replace, see, you got already x1 dot in terms of x1 x2. What is this? This is x2. What is x2 dot? X2 dot already we found out x2 dot is equal to x3. So already we found out x1 dot, x2 dot. X3 dot we don't have in terms of x1 x2 x3. So we'll try to find x3 dot in terms of x1 x2 x3. So just you represent x3 x triple dot is equal to x3 dot plus x double dot is equal to, in terms of x1 x2 x3, you just replace all these term, and you will try to take all these in a right hand side and try to find. Okay, so x3 dot can be represented minus 3, okay, minus 4x1 minus 4x2 minus 3x3, okay, u1 plus 3ut u2t plus 4u3t. Okay, so if you represent all these equation number, you take this as a 1, this as a 2, and this as a 3, equation number 3. If you want to find all these x3 equation in a matrix form. So we just replace this. Okay, so we have three variable x1 dot, x2 dot, and x3 dot. So we have x1 dot, x2 dot, x3 dot. What about x1? X1 dot, we have only x2. So that's why we replace x1 means 0. Okay, then we will take 1 and there will be 0. Okay, this will be 0. So this will multiplied with the 0 will multiplied with x1, 1 is multiplied with x2, and 0 will multiplied with x3. So we'll get only x2, and other term will be 0. Okay, so other term will be 0. So other term is 0. So see here, this is wrong. Okay, 0 0 0 you multiply by u1 u2 u3. Okay, so because we have 3 input u1 u2 u3, that's why we have written. Now we have for x2 dot, we have only x3. So only x3 means this will be 1, other terms will be 0. So for x2 dot, we have taken 0 0 1 because 0 0 1 means x3 will be multiplied here. Other term will be x1 will be 0, x2 will be 0. So only x3 term will be there. Again, no other terms, that is u1 u2 u3 we don't have. So we'll get 0 0 and 0. Okay, what about x3 dot? X3 dot we have, what about terms? So x1 we have minus 4 minus 4 3 minus 3. So we have written minus 4 minus 4 minus 3. We should write in terms of the in terms of in the order one, in the order whatever the given. So x1 x2 x3 we have given. So in the order we will try to write. We don't try to blindly minus 3 will become here, minus 4 will become here. We don't write blindly, we write in an order. Okay, so that should be minus 4 and minus 3. So that's why it is written here x1 x2 x3. Okay, now what about u1 u2 u3 in this equation? So u1 is 1 coefficient, u2 is 3 coefficient, and u3 is 4 coefficient. So 1 3 4 will be written, 1 3 4 which is written here. So that is written with this one. Okay, now we'll try to find for the y for the output equation. So output, how many output we have? We have 2 output. So output will have 2. So we'll try to write in a form. So this can be written as y1 is equal to 4 x dot. Okay, x dot plus 3 u1. Okay, 3 u1. So this can also be written as 4. Achha, y1 we try to find, because we have a output equation y is equal to c x of t plus du of t. Now we have du of t. So we have actually c x of t in terms of x1 x2 x3, and u of t we have. Y is in terms of x1, not in terms of x dot. So we'll just replace x dot with x1 x2 x3. What is x dot is equal to x2? So we'll replace 4 x2, okay, plus 3 u1. Okay, what about y2? Y2 we can see y2 is simply we have 1 minute. हेलो, हाँ हाँ बोलिए बोलिए. Okay, sorry for the interruption. So see, we have y2. Y2 is basically given here. Y2 is equal to d2x divided by dt square. Okay, so this should be written as x. This should be written as x double dot. Okay, x double dot plus 4. What is that? U2 is, I think, U2 or U1. It is U2. I hope it is not visible to you. So it is 4 U2 plus U3. Okay, whatever it is. Okay, so U3 which is given here. So now we want y2 in terms of x1, x2, x3 only, and u1, u2, u3. So we can just replace x double dot is equal to x3, not x2 dot, only x3. Okay, so okay, x double dot is equal to x3. So we'll replace x3, we'll replace x3 plus 4 u2, okay, plus u3. Okay, so we'll try to use these two equation. So equation number 4 we have, on equation number 5 this one. So by using this we'll try to write y1 and y2. So we have a matrix y. So y matrix we can write y1 and y2. So how many output we have? Output we have 2 output. So this should be in terms of 2 equations. So this can be written as 2 equations. So that will be 2 cross 1 matrix. Now which is equal to we have 2 equations which is given 4x2 plus 3u1, and that is written as a 5th number equation, x3 plus 4y2 plus y3. So we just replace with this x1, x2, x3. So we have the matrix which is written as x1, x2 and x3, and we can write in terms of this C matrix. So C matrix, what should be this one? Y1 is given as a 4x2. So 4x2 means it should be 0 4 0. Okay, And again from fifth number equation we have only x3, so we'll try to write 0 0 1. Okay, so we have written x1 x2 x3. Now we'll try to write for u1 u2 and u3. So what should be the D matrix? See, we have 2 cross 1 matrix, this one, and we can check whether this matrix multiplication will give you 2 cross 1 or not. We'll try to check, we will try to validate. Okay, if the validation is not true, if that means you have done a wrong, okay, wrong calculation or wrong thing. Okay, so you can see what is the matrix dimension here. This is three row and one column, so this is called 3 cross 1. And what about this one? So this should be 2 cross 3. So you can see here this 3 and 3 is matched. This should be matched for the matrix multiplication. So now overall you get 2 cross 1 matrix. So this is the correct. Okay, so now what about C matrix? So and what about the input? Input we have u1 u2 and u3. We have 3 input, so we have written u1 u2 u3. Now in the fourth number equation you can see we have only 3, so we can write 3 u1. So 3 u1 means 3 0 and 0. Okay, so 3 u1 will be there. Now from the fifth equation you can see u2 and u3 we have. So u2 have a constant associated with the 4, and u3 is having one constant. So what should be? This should be 0, 4 and 1. Okay, so that is the equation. So that is the output equation. So that is in the form of y is equal to c x of t plus d u of t. So that is the form of equation, output equation. So I hope you are familiar with this. So that's why that's what it is written here. Okay, so you can go through this. Okay, so I hope all of you are familiar with this type of differential equation. How you can find the SSR using the differential equation given. Okay, I hope if the problem is given to you and that we want to have a SSR, state space representation. So you can simply represent a output equation and a state equation. Okay. Now another type of problem which is given here is the transfer function which is given, and the transfer function like y of s divided by u of s which is given here, and we are trying to find the state model equation. So what is state model equation? State model equation, same the state equation and the output equation. So a similar representation, we have y of s divided by u of s which is equal to k divided by sq plus as square plus a2s plus a1. So that is given as a transfer function, and using the transfer function we are trying to find the state model. So this is basically, these are the basic thing we are trying to understand. Okay, after understanding this this type of equations, we will move to the block diagram. Okay, so block diagram or state diagram. Okay, so we'll go through this. Okay, so try to understand this. Okay, this is one type of problem. So that was a differential equation. This is one type of problem. So you can simply represent this in a form of simply nth order differential equation, or simply in the form of differential equation we can represent. So we have y of s divided by u of s is equal to k divided by something. So you can simply have a cross multiplication. So just multiply this, so you will get sq plus a3s square plus a2s plus a1 into y of s, which is equal to ku of s. Okay, so simply you take sq, what is s? S is equal to, in a time domain we have a d by dt, that is represented as s in a Laplace domain. So you can have a third order Laplace transform to s to the power 3. So you can represent simply as a so s cube into y, s cube y can be represented as d3 y by dt cube. Okay, so simply you can represent as a y triple dot. So I have replaced this as y triple dot plus a3 y double dot plus a2 y dot is plus a1y, which is equal to k. So that is a simple representation of a differential equation. So this is simpler differential equation which we have seen in the previous two problems. So now you can consider, you can have a consider. So here you can see this is a third order differential equation. So now if you have a third order differential equation, how many terms you will assume? So we'll assume only up to 2. Okay, up to 2 variable. So we'll take x1 is equal to y. So we'll take x1 is equal to y. So what will happen again? If we have y dot, we'll get x1 dot, and x1 dot can be taken as a x2. Okay, that is an assumption, x2. Okay, now what will happen? what will happen? Next one. So next one we have, if we again differentiate, so we'll get y double dot. Y double dot can be replaced as a y double dot can be replaced as x2 dot. If you differentiate this y dot, so we'll get y double dot, and if you differentiate this x2, we'll get x2 dot, and this can be represented as a x3. Okay. If we differentiate again, y triple dot can be written as x3. Okay, x3 dot. Okay, so that's why it is written. Okay, so again you just do the similar thing, but which we have seen in a previous problem, and you can go through this problem. Okay, so you have a state equation using that previous analogy. You can go through this. Okay, now, okay, so if we have this differential equation, or if we have these equation, we will try to put into the block diagram, and how we can find the block diagram. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, so I hope you will find a state equation and that output equation you can find. Now I am moving to the this block diagram, how we can find the block diagram. Okay, I hope till now it is clear. Till now it is clear. Okay. Any doubt? Anyone? If any doubt, please let me know. Otherwise, okay. Otherwise, I'll move ahead. So see, we have x1. Okay. So now the equation which is represented here, we will try to represent these equation in a block diagram. Okay, so what is that? X1 is equal to y. So I'll just take y as a output. See here, I am overwriting this, so you can simply see we have written y. Okay, y which is written here, and we have assumed that y is equal to x1. Okay, y is equal to x1. I'll move backward. Okay, why moving backward, I'll tell you. So I have y is equal to x1 into 1, which is multiplied with y. Okay, so now you can see, if we have this x1, if we integrate using dt function, we'll get x1 dot. Okay, previously if we have x1 dot, we can integrate, we'll get x1. अभी इस ब्लॉक को आप मत देखिए, नीचे वाले ब्लॉक को अभी कुछ मत देखिए, अभी just move in a forward path, in a straight path. Okay, so if we integrate this x1 dot, we'll get what we'll get? We'll get x1, because integration of x1 dot dt, which is equal to x1 only, because x1 dot is nothing but dx by dt. X1 dot is nothing but dx by dt. Okay, and dt will get cancelled, so we'll get integration of dx, which is equal to x. So that's why it is integrated. Okay, now what we have assumed in this, x1 dot is equal to, what is this? X1 dot is equal to x2. So x1 dot is equal to x2, which is given here. It is represented x1 dot is equal to x2. Okay, I hope till now clear. Now if we want to have x2, we don't want x1 dot. Okay, if we want x2, we should have x2 dot previously before the integrator. Or if we have x2 dot here, if we integrate with the integrator, okay, with the differential function of dt, this is simple representation of integral. You understood. Okay, if we have integral function, we understood that it is in time domain, it is differentiated with the dt. Okay, it is having a differential function of dt. So if we have x2 dot here, so if we integrate x2 dot, we'll get x2. So that's why it is written as x2. Now what was x2 dot? X2 dot was x3. So x2 dot is basically x3. So it is represented as x3. So I'll just represent with the x3. Now tell me, what will happen if you have x3 here? What is the previous before the integrator? What we will have? X3 dot. So this should be x3 dot. What should be this one? This should be x3 dot. This is not x3 dot. This is wrong. Okay, this should be x3 dot. Okay, now x3 dot is what? So see the equation here. What is x3 dot? Okay, sorry, yes, this one. What is x3 dot here? X3 dot is equal to k, simple k, huh? Simple k, not multiplied with anything, not multiplied with input, simple k. Okay, I am sorry, it is written as it should be k u of s, k u of t. Okay, so it is wrong, it should be u of t. ये थोड़ा यहाँ पे गलत है. Okay, so this should be k u of t. So now you can see here we have k u of t and all these which is are summing. Okay, summing means with a negative sign, okay, which is coming at the summing point. So we have k u of t minus a3 x3. So we have x3 dot is equal to, I'll write here, x3 dot is equal to k u of t, okay, minus k1 minus a1 or a1 x1 minus a2 x2 minus a3 x3. So that is, you can see here, minus a1 x1 minus a2 x2 minus a3 x3. Okay, so you can see here what should be this x3 dot, how we can write. So we have x1, where is x1? X1 is this one. So I'll just multiply it with the a1, okay, and I'll write here. Okay, again we have a2 x2. So x2 I'll take from this point, and I'll take a2 x2. So this will give you a1 x1, because it is coming with a no sign is given, so understood it is plus sign. Okay, understood it is plus sign. So this is a1 x1 plus a2 x2. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now we have a3 x3. So I'll take x3 from here and I'll just add it into this equation. So we'll get a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus a3 x3. Okay, and I'll multiply with all these with the negative sign here. Okay, and I'll add with the u of t. I'll add with the u of t. Okay, k which is written here already. So k into u of t, that will be added with the positive sign. So x3 dot, you will get k u of t minus a1 x1 minus a2 x2 minus a3 x3. That is a block diagram representation. So you, okay, I hope you understood. अच्छा, अब किसी को डाउट होगा सर why you have taken the plus sign here and why minus sign here. देखो, if you want you can take the minus sign. If you don't want minus sign here, you take plus sign here, and all these should be minus sign. This should be minus, this should be minus, this should be minus. So I have taken all these plus, and lastly we have multiplied with the minus sign. So if in your equation, if one is positive, another is negative, so you have to take here only. So better you try to take minus sign here only. Okay, so minus sign here, minus sign this one, minus sign this one. Okay, so you can take this also. Okay, this is the option to you. Okay, so this should be again minus sign, okay, and minus sign. So you can take this also. This is minus sign. I hope this is clear. So you can try to do the representation for this equation also, for this problem also. You can try to represent the block diagram, state diagram. Okay, you can also represent for this equation, this equation. You can also represent for you can represent for this equation also. Okay, okay. So now we have another transfer function which is given here. You can go through this. Okay, and this is given as also write the block diagram. Also write the block diagram. It is given in the state model for the given equation. State model means what? State model means state equation and output equation. Output equation, and you can go through the block diagram representation of this. Okay, so you can go through this. This u of s will be multiplied with k c2 s u. Okay, plus c1. Okay, so you can go through this. Okay, and this will be u1 dot u2 dot. So again, see here there will be some another type of problem where input is differentiated, because here you can see here in the numerator it is given as s. So you will get, I'll try to just give you a quick overview of this type of problem. So you can have a cross multiplication. So this yfs will be multiplied with this one, okay, and ufs will be multiplied with this one. So just take this and differentiate with the u dot in the terms of dot product. You can write. So s will be represented simply. S is simply d by dt. You can represent. So this will be y triple dot plus a3 y dot plus a2 y dot. Okay, y double dot y dot. Okay, plus a1 y1, which is equal to u dot. Why u dot? Because it is multiplied with s. So s into u of s is equal to u dot. Okay, in the time domain, into k c2 plus c1. Okay, c1 k. Okay, into u. So now see, previously we have only u1 u2 u3, but here we have u and u dot. What do you mean by u dot? U dot will try to take u1 and u2. Okay, so we'll try to assume u is equal to u1. We'll try to assume u is equal to u1. Okay, so now we have 1 minute. I'm getting a call. Hello. Yes. So, okay. So we have taken u is equal to u1, and we just differentiate this u. We just differentiate. So we just differentiate u as a u dot, which is equal to u1 dot, okay, which is equal to u1 dot, okay, which is equal to u2. We have assumption. So what is mean by u2? U2 is equal to u1 dot, okay. So now I'll replace in this equation. So what is u dot? U dot is given as u2. So this should be, and u is equal to u1. So I'll just replace with this as a u1 and u2. Okay. So this should be u2 and u1. Okay. So this is simply represented as u2, and this is simply represented as u1. Okay. And we'll have two input. Will represent as a two input, that is u1 and u2. Okay. So you can see we have u1 and u2, two input which is given here, u1 and u2. Okay, that is the thing which is represented here, and y is equal to something which is represented here. So that is the equation. You can go through this. Okay. Now we are trying to see. Okay, there is another. I think another method which is shown here, or another problem. Okay, the problem, another problem or same problem. Uh, okay, one minute. Another method which is taken here. So y of s by u of s is equal to k c2s c1. Okay, so simply it is represented as x1 divided by u of s and y divided by x1 of s. Okay, so okay, so this is basically represented as two thing. Okay, so for the block diagram, okay, I'll go through this problem. Don't worry, I'll go through this problem. Okay. So now this is one method which you can go through this. But if you represent in a block diagram, there will be a drawback for this method. If you are taking u1 and u2 for this, there will be a drawback. Why? What is the drawback? Drawback is this, because you have taken u1 dot and u2 dot. So you have to correlate. U2 is nothing but u1 dot. U2 is nothing but u1 dot. So you cannot have two inputs simultaneously. Although you will represent this u1 and u2 in a state model, although you have represented this u1 and u2 here, but these are not the actual two input. Actual input was only u of t. Actual input was only one input. So you have to basically correlate with this u1 and u2, because these two are correlated to each other. Okay, see, u is equal to u1, so u1 is nothing but u, but u2 is nothing but u1 dot. So wherever the u1 is there, you just, or wherever the u is there, or wherever the u2 requirement is there, you just take u1 differentiation. Okay, u1 differentiation will get u2. Okay, so you can go through this. Okay, so I'll try to check another method, which is another type of method which can be used for this type of problem. So we have y of s divided by u of s, which is equal to this one. This is basically represented in a two set of equations, or two set of multiplication. Okay, so y of s can be splitted in two parts, that is x1 by u and into y by x1. So if you just cross multiply, if you cut this x1, so x1 will get cancelled, will get only y by u. So similar, same thing. So we have just represented, we have splitted these two, and we have written x1 by u, and this is written y by x1. So x1 by u is nothing but this equation, and y by u is nothing, y by x1 is nothing but this equation. So I'll just take this equation, k divided by sq a3 s square plus a2s plus a1, which is equal to x1 by u, and I'll use this, and I'll try to solve one state equation. Okay, and again for the another. So y by x1 is equal to c2s plus c2s plus c1, and for this equation I'll try to write. Okay, so and for this we'll get only y equation. Okay, so both will give you the same type of things, but here we have, for the output equation, it is different. Output equation is different. Okay, output equation you will get different. Okay, this output is basically splitted. So now you can see here what is the thing. So this k, okay, so what is this k into u? K into u is equal to, where's the cursor? Okay, k into u is equal to this multiplied with the x1. So you'll get s3 x1 plus a3 s square x1 plus a2 s x1 plus a1 x1 plus ku of s. So if you take this, will be x1 triple dot plus a3 x1 double dot plus, I hope it is visible to you, x1 dot plus a2 x1 dot plus a1 x1 is equal to ku of s. If you replace this, you can have x3 dot is equal to this equation. Why x3 dot? Because we have taken assumption, and from this assumption we have went through this equation. So don't go directly, you will just assume these two. Okay, so this is basically assumption. Okay, so x1 dot is equal to x2 we have assumed. Okay, now x1 double dot is equal to x2, which is equal to x1 double dot is equal to x2 dot, which is equal to x3, and x1 triple dot is equal to x3 dot. Okay, so if you take these equations and this equation consider, you will write this state equation, and then you go through this equation, this state equation. Okay, and we have another equation, y of s by x y of s by x1 of s, which is equal to x1 of s, which is equal to c2s plus c1. Okay, so if you cross multiply, you will get y of s is equal to c2s x1, okay, plus c1 x1. Okay, so this will give you c2 x1 dot plus c1 x1. So x1 dot can be replaced with what? X2. So this can be represented as y of s is equal to c1 x1 plus c2 x2. x1 dot is equal to x2. x1 dot is equal to x2. That's why it is replaced. So we'll get y matrix representation is what is that? We have x1 x2. So what will get? C1 c2 and 0, and we'll get x1 x2 x3. Okay, so that's why that's what it is represented here. C1 c2 0, x1 x2 x3 0. Okay, now I will try to write the block diagram. So how we can write the block diagram? Okay, so now you can see here, this is the last. Okay, so okay, so again go to the previous things. What is this? We have y is equal to c2 x2 plus c1 x1. So x1 we will take here, and I'll take c1 x1. Okay, so this is basically c1 x1. So I'll take c1 x1. Okay, and this c1 x1 is coming with the plus sign. What is that? Again, next we have c2 x2, but x2 till now we don't have. So what should be x2? X2 should be, okay, so x2 should be x1 dot. And how we can find the x1 dot? X1 dot, go to the integration of previous, take previous node, okay, of this integration. So this will give you x1 dot, one dot, only one dot. X1 dot is equal to x2. So now we will try to find x2. We will take here c2, and it will come x2 c2 here. So we got this equation, c1 x1 plus c2 x2. Now what is that? X1 x2 is nothing but x2. We can take previous node will be x2 dot, and x2 dot is nothing but x3. So x2 dot is nothing but x3, which is represented here. X2 dot is equal to x3. Okay, and again x3, the previous node will be x3 dot. So previous node is x3 dot. Okay, now again x3 dot is what? So you can see this equation. What is x3 dot? X3 dot is equal to minus a1 x1 minus a2 x2 minus a3 x3. So minus a1 x1 minus a1 x1 minus a2 x2 minus a3 x3. All these will be minus, connected to the minus sign, and plus uk plus ku, which is written here. So plus ku we can write, and we can add all these. So we'll get, we have one input and one output. So you can see y by s we can write. So y by s we can go through this. Now you can solve using the block diagram also. See, you've already studied block diagram. You've already studied the SFG. Now you try to solve this problem using the block diagram reduction technique or using the SFG. So just replace this integral block with the, what is that integral block can be written as? This integral block can be written as 1 by, what is that? 1 by s. What is that? Integral is nothing but 1 by s, and differentiation is nothing but d by dt is nothing but s, okay, in a Laplace domain, and integration is nothing but 1 by s. So you have integrated, you have integrated, you have integrated. You just replace with the 1 by s, 1 by s, 1 by s, and try to solve using signal flow graph or block diagram reduction technique. This is very, very simple problem. So how you will reduce? You have a integrator. You just take this to this side, or and this to this side. This takeoff point to this side, and this takeoff point. If you take this side, these two will be in parallel, and these two will be in parallel to this. Okay. Again, you can take this takeoff point to this side. So all three will be in parallel. Okay, and you can have all three will be in cascade, and we'll have a elimination of feedback system, and you can eliminate all these, and we'll try to get. Okay. So this is very simple problem. You can go through this. Okay. I hope today's class is very clear. This see, state variable analysis is very, very easy. It's very easy, but you need some practice. Understanding आपको चाहिए थोड़ा सा. So you should have some understanding how we can have the equations, how we can have the transfer function. This is the whole mathematics. And you can solve this using the block diagram, either using block diagram reduction technique, block diagram, or SFG. Subject to condition that you just integrate, just replace integrated with the 1 by s. So this will give you the a Laplace, okay, Laplace kind of thing. Okay, and you can try to solve block diagram reduction technique, say yfs by ufs, and that will match yfs by ufs, or using SFG also you can find yfs by ufs, and this should match with this one. This should match. ये ट्रांसफर फंक्शन से मैच करना चाहिए. ये मैच नहीं किया, that means something is wrong. Okay, I hope this is clear. अब बोलोगे सर ये state representation कर दे रहे हैं, इसके बाद हम क्या करेंगे? See, this state representation is only the mathematical model. This is what we are trying to. This is what we are giving in the computer simulation. So see, the computer simulation will have the format x dot is equal to ax of t plus bu of t. Okay, the computer simulation have ax of t plus bu of t, and only we are giving a and b. Already they will take, and of course x and u dimension we already give. Otherwise we will give a dimension, b dimension. They will take the dimension. They will take the dimension only. So see, this is the dimension of 3 cross 3. If we don't have this one, no problem. We have the dimension of this one. What is the dimension? This is 3 cross 1. Number of output. Simulation is like that, they will take. Okay. So I hope today's class is very clear to you. In the tomorrow's class, I'll try to see the nth order differential equation can be represented in matrix form. So already we have went through the the third order differential equation. For the nth order, how we can write, or how we can go through the directly. See, I'll give you the transfer function. You can directly write the equation also. See, I'll give you the transfer function. I'll give you the transfer function, or I'll give you the nth order differential equation. You will be able to directly write this model. Directly you can write. This is very, very easy to write. Okay, this is very easy to write. You can directly write this equation. Okay, but ये practice चाहिए इसके लिए. If you see these 4 or 5 problem, you will understand how we can write directly. You will have an analogy. Try to develop your analogy. See, in the block diagram reduction technique, I told you that you should remember like TA, like SAM, SAM, TAD. This is my observation. This is my observation. Okay, but your observation may be different and your observation will be good. वो आपकी observation और अच्छी हो सकती है. So try to observe, try to analyze, and try to see. If you practice the problem, then you will understand how we can find the analogy. Okay, how we can have some analogy, and how we can go through the shortcut verification of the problem. If you're solving any problem, you should have some shortcut to verify the problem. Okay, so you can go through this. Okay, so I'll discuss in the next class. I'll discuss state space representation of the system, and I will try to discuss some electrical network. We'll take some electrical network which is having some voltage source and some more energy storage element, like two capacitor, one inductor, or two capacitor, two inductor. We'll have 3-4 loops. How we can find the state space representation. Okay, and using that you can also try to develop some analogy using the block diagram. You try to develop block diagram and try to reduce again. Using the block diagram, try to reduce the block diagram reduction technique, and try to verify your answer is matched or not, your transfer function is matched or not. Okay, so I hope that's it for the today's class. Let me take the attendance. Okay.